see we can now. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Why? Perfect. Well, obviously, we'll get back into trading. Obviously, we've done. So cool. Welcome, welcome. Hope everyone's doing amazing. Welcome back. We are now live streaming all platforms once again. Yeah, hope everyone's doing amazing. Right now, ladies and gents, we're going to announce quickly that we are live on everywhere. We're going to announce we are live on YouTube and Kick and all these great platforms, right? So bear with me or live right now. Yes, Joe. How we doing, my bro? Hope you're well. Apologies, I only see you comment now. I'm just getting everything up. Yes, the first trade we've done today, absolute banger. I literally, whilst I was sorting out things, we literally caught about 100 pips in this trade. Which honestly, I literally just got on the laptop and the computer, and I saw everything go absolutely ballistic. So, yeah, everything went pretty well. Ladies and gents, everyone who's on TikTok, make sure you plug in into my YouTube, which links in the bio, and then obviously you can go in there and go and Kick as well. So right now we're quickly just gonna set everything up. I'm still on a new setup, so bear with, because right now I'm like trying to set up like so many things all at once. I'm doing my best. Put it that way. So our Kick right now, again, we're waiting for the next trade as well. So last trade on a tippy 5, that was good. Every time it's annoying with these streams though. Every time it generates a new link, so I have to go on my channel, get the link to the actual thingies, you know what I'm saying? You know, yesterday I had a good day. I had a profitable day. So far this week, every day we had a profitable day. But I know what you mean. Yesterday the markets were very choppy, very up and down. The liquidity was honestly so undecided yesterday in the markets. It was crazy. And then literally just to top it all off, the market then, you know, decided to break out a crazy amount basically. So yeah, it wasn't the best market conditions for sure. But apart from that, I mean, we still have a profitable day. So copy. Live. That's that one. And then random hip hop. I'm streaming on a pick now. Sure that I have no copyright music, put it that way. And then go on live YouTube put that in as well. How's everyone feeling today? Hope everyone having a great day today so far. Friday, obviously favorite day for most. For us who trade, not really. I'll be honest, I used to love Fridays when I was working full time. Now Fridays is kind of like, oh shit, like, you know, weekend's coming up. I'm not gonna be able to trade. I'm not gonna be able to do lives, nothing. So I just kind of wander around, like in my emptiness on the weekends. I love my routine. That's what I love. I love a routine, ladies. Steve. There we go. Lovely. Perfect. So, share that as well. Link. Sorry, ladies and gents. Every time I have to do stream, I have to like manually, you know, basically shout out all the streams. Perfect. Right. I think that is us all set up. Is great. What we want to do. Set up. It's starting to take me a little bit less time, which is good. Good. So yeah. Right. Let's get to it, shall we? Right. Let's just you know, do what we do. Straight off the bat. So of course, the first thing we always do, right, is I don't have time today, but again, every time, so fruit fly, fucking that. I mark up the zones, right? So first thing I always do before I enter any trades, I put on the market sessions indicator. Obviously, you know, Tokyo session technically is still running. Time-wise, apparently it's running until about 10 a.m. nowadays, which again, I'm kind of confused because on the Forex Factory, again, we've got no news today whatsoever. You can see that apparently our local time now, 10 a.m., which is weird because before it was 9 a.m. Obviously, I know our clocks went backwards. And London session used to begin at 9, now at 8. So again, it's just a bit of a head mess about the time zones. Honestly, I don't understand the times and keep them all the same, I think, here, if I'm honest. But yeah, for the time being, again, we are still in Tokyo session now. Obviously, Tokyo and London, which began an hour ago. But now, obviously, as we've got no real news today, that means we don't have to worry about random events spiking out the market. But what I would say is, morning. What I would say is, though, every time, of course, because we're in the middle between the range of the Asia high and Asia low, and the Asian market only done about 385 pips. So again, it's pretty small range for gold, if I'm honest. Because before, obviously, we had gold, you know, doing 1,000, 1,200 pips in gold in an Asia market, right? But every time what I do, again, you know the rules. Asia high, okay, so AH, we know where Asia high is. And then we know what Asia low is, okay? Because, you know, when we're trading, right, you then have almost like a target trade. So don't get me wrong, when I enter this market, you know me, I love to win my first trades. So as soon as this trade went up, I took out the first trade at TB2 and then second trade at almost TB5. So straight off the bat, I wanted to do that only because I'm very OCD like that. So my first trade has to be a blue for some reason. Doesn't matter how big or small, it just helps me throughout the day. Like, you know, almost sets out my start of the day with a win, and then I'll put myself in a winning mindset, and then it's easier for me then to basically keep on trading and as weird as it sounds, helps my psychology trade. By the way, ladies and gents, make sure on Kick and on YouTube, let me know, ladies and gents, if you can hear me loud and clear as well. So I didn't really do a mic check, so hopefully everyone can hear me loud and clear. Those that are on TikTok right now, ladies and gents, make sure you plug in into our Telegram, from our Telegram, which is the link in the bio. Open in browser, and on there you can have two links. You can have a link to Kick and a link to YouTube. On YouTube and on Kick, you can actually see the charts live and direct, more professional setup. You'll be able to actually see what I'm trading, and then be able to see how I'm trading it, right? How I'm trading gold. Of course, as we know, market is going to do what the market needs to do. We don't know whether the market's going to up, down, left, and right. So, of course, we just position ourselves correctly. And then the second step of what I do is I determine. Thank you. You can hear me loud and clear. Lovely. With this setup, again, we know we go to the 4 hour chart. In fact, this is a thing that I wanted to start doing as well a bit more often, is do the previous highs and lows of the daily chart as well. So we'll go horizontal line. Okay, we'll do the previous low, previous high, right? Of you know, the other day. Obviously today, like high and low is Asia low and Asia high. Obviously, of course, of today. Then we'll move to the 4 hour. Okay, and then we're gonna zoom out. And then basically, what you want to do is almost look as far back as possible, right? Obviously, without you know, going too far, but you want to basically go out by about a week or 2 weeks, right? And see certain zones that happen and why they happen, right? Like, for example, like you can see that the market perfectly went to about 3 times to the level of, you know, 48.50. And 48.50 is actually an order block zone on the 4 hour. And it's a full fulfillment of the massive fair value gap that was left there for ages, not being fully filled in from the 19th of March. So again, that's, you know, it's a long time. So obviously now you want to basically go ahead and just see where do we have the most support and resistances on the 4 hour, right? We're going to do that, but we're going to change the color, right? So the blue ones are dailies, the red ones are going to be the 4 hours, right? Now we can determine exactly where we're heading. You can see exactly. So all I'm looking for now is how many touches, right, a zone has had, right? And you want to do this like every single time you trade, because like there I can see there's a fair value gap that's been 50% claimed, right? So I can do top of the fair value gap, the bottom, and that 50% where that wick went. Okay, that's below. So if we're looking to sell and, you know, Asia low gets taken out, we're gonna aim from them targets because we know they're quite likely to get hit. But of course, you know, as we look on all the higher highs, you can see that the market's still uptrending. You know, so we might be able to take out Asia low, and then from the Asia low, I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm personally gonna be looking to buy the market. You know, depending how the Asia low gets respected. Then also, if you look on the higher here, you know, we've got certain resistance zones there, you know, aka point of interest zones. We now zoom out just a tad, right? You'll be able to see here that is a solid zone, right? Got 1, 2, about 2-3 wicks, but then you've got about 4 or 5 bodies, which then go back all the way to almost the perfect fulfillment of that fair value gap. Again, that's a respected zone. So again, when we restart the market now, you know, it's starting to look a little bit, you know, I want to say messy, but you get the point. Like, there's a lot of lines, there's a lot going on. But if you now see certain things like that, look, that 4 hour zone, ladies and gents, look, that was like the perfect snipe entry almost down to a pip, like 2-3 pips above the perfect entry for that sell that then went away to be about 150 pip move, right? So crazy, absolutely crazy, how these zones work so well, right? Hence why I always do, you know, the 4-hour zones, because they actually work really, really well. So for example, like if we was to now sell the market, right? Let's say another sell has appeared. We will, you know, aim for this previous low, right? That blue 7-4 mark, that's yesterday's daily low. You know, so we would aim for that. After that, we've got a zone of Asia low. And after that, if that starts to penetrate, we've got stuff 1, 2, 3, another 4 zones to, you know, go to if we go down. Same if we go up. If we buy it now from the market, we know our first target will be around the, you know, 48, 89, right? Next target will be around the 95. That's how I trade, right? Again, like when you're following the group, you want to be very precise with everything. Ladies and gents, whoever's watching as well, much appreciated for any likes. Subscribe on the YouTube, follow on the Kick, likes on the TikTok, really, really appreciate that. Like I say, obviously we are looking to dominate the streaming world, because I'm seeing, do you know what it is? Me being very transparent, right? What I'm sick of, right, seeing on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you have these little scammers who sit there and they put a voice over of someone's like a trading influencer sometimes, or even a legit trader. Like, you know, I heard like Lambo Raul's voice, like Alex FXG voice, and they'll put like a market structure breakdown. They'll put like a demo account of them being 100,000 in profit, and then on there it says join my free group for free signals. You know what I mean? Like, the industry I'm in is actually broken because the people are so broke-minded, not in terms of obviously riches or poor being poor, but broke-minded in the type of, like, they put out a fishing bait of absolute selling dreams to people thinking that they can make money overnight, become millionaires overnight. And it doesn't work like that, right? So, you know, it's yeah, it's quite funny. It's quite funny, but it also makes my industry look super, super bad. You know? So, like, we're actually doing a good thing here. We're actually teaching people, and I'm seeing a lot of individuals, a lot of regulars come back, you know, and they say, look, like, helped me out, or whatever the case was. And that's why we do what we do, you know? Like, I'm seeing so many traders' lives being changed with the way we're doing things, and I love to see it. I love to see it because, you know, I mean, ladies and gents, if you've seen the profits that have been made by myself, by some of the traders in our community, honestly, is eye-watering money. Like, I can't believe that as time is progressing, it's becoming easier and easier and easier to do it. Don't get me wrong, I still have bad days here and there. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep it very transparent in what I do. But so far this week, not one losing day. And I don't intend to have today as well. You know what I mean? Yes, Bertie, morning. How we doing, bro? Hope you're well. Welcome back to the stream. Do me a favor, ladies and gents, as well. Make sure that you are following the platforms, you are liking it. Make sure to spam the comments, like the streams, whatever, just to help out the stream, because I'm trying to build up my YouTube and Kick now as well. You know, slowly trying to move away from the TikTok scene. So yeah, like, definitely, you know, appreciate all the support from you guys and girls. Definitely starting to see that the American trades are more volatile. Yeah, basically what you have to think about, right, is when it hits 1 p.m. Okay, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. is the most volatile day, time of the day. The reason why is because of the crossover. crossover between London and New York. London still obviously is going, and then New York enters the game. So yeah. And look, like literally for nothing, my visibility now again restricted on TikTok. Like, for what? I'm doing nothing bad. I'm seeing so many people on a daily basis scam people on TikTok, and they don't get banned, and I get banned for some fucking reason. Like, mate. But yeah, let me not get distracted from what I'm doing here. Oh dear. So I'm so glad I'm off TikTok, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure whoever's plug into our YouTube and Kick, because we're moving away from TikTok. TikTok's being hella gay, really annoying. Like, I'm seeing people getting scammed on a daily on TikTok by scammers, and they don't get banned, and I keep getting restricted. We used to average about 100 to 200 viewers on a daily basis on the lives. I really enjoyed it, but for some reason, literally, I never gave out financial advice. I've always said it's educational purposes only. And then my actual TikTok kept getting banned, kept getting restricted for no reason. So honestly, but anyway, I'm just repeating myself now. Again, because the restrictions really bother me. I don't know why. it's like being told off for being naughty, but when you know you're not being naughty, you're being good. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Do you know what? But you see what you said there, that you made good profits in London session, and then you basically gave the profits away to charity, as I call it, in New York session, right? This is a very reoccurring situation, even for myself. That's why I just stay away from New York session. End off for me, right? I don't like it because the market is just super volatile at times, and you just don't understand why. You know, sometimes it works for your favor, sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, for us right now, ladies and gents, you know, you have to accept and move on and learn from the mistake. Okay, learn from the mistake. That's what I personally do. You know, I literally every day, if I have a bad trading day, for example, like yesterday, ladies and gents, right? We was in the market. We was in a buy right here, weren't we? Around this market, okay? We entered, I think, on the breakout of this previous zone. We entered the market. I think it was around this market. So I was in this trade for how long? Yes, I remember the market formation. So, for example, yesterday, we entered the market at around 9 a.m. Okay? We was in profit for the majority of the time. Didn't spike me out here. What spiked me out was this candle right here, this wick. Because when the market moved up, I took out one trade, okay, on 50% of this fair value gap. Then I anticipated this market to go up at least to the 22 or 24 zone, okay? And then I was also aiming at the Asia high, which was up here, okay? And then when I put my trade at risk free, this candle came down, took me out, and then moved up to like the 24 level, which would have hit in my other TP, and then just impulsive move at literally quarter to 3 p.m. all the way down, right? And you can see how volatile it moved down. I mean, in a space of like an hour, 500 pips to the downside, right? That's a big drawdown, right? So yeah, so you know, I kept patient, but I then throughout the process, right, I jumped off my live, and then, you know, when after I had breakfast, done some more trades, took some more wins, and then that's it. That was me done for the day. Literally, I jumped off the stream around what? About 11:30, quarter to 12. I traded to about 12:30. I wasn't really locked in as well, so I wasn't going too crazy. I was putting like 2 positions per trade. So yeah. Also, let me actually count this as well. TP5 hits, hot hits, 150 pips. Actually, I don't think I personally didn't hit 150 pips on this. Overall, I did, but we hit about 100 and 110. But we've done several trades, so it's more in total. It's more than that. But we're gonna put 100 for 10 plus. There we go. Literally knocking things out. I've got so much shit on my desk right now. It's unbelievable. Like I've got my it's crazy. It's a crazy setup. It's a crazy setup. Everything's very tight. But yeah, so yeah, definitely. But I will recommend you doing the same. If I had to give advice to myself, that's what I would do. Right? I would trade in London, and then just play with it. Right? Like play with it. Find out what works for you as well, because some people don't find London good. Because it moves too slow. Some people would find New York better. Some people find New York not good, fast. Like, so you've got to find like your session, the session that you get on with. Trying my best to see what like music I can put that's like not copyright. Hip hop beats for streamers. All right, let's have a look. See if this loads up. Yeah, ladies. Right now we're waiting for the next move to happen. Waiting for the market to give us better entries. I mean, we know that Asian high, I think personally, there's a lot of, even on just 1 hour, there's a lot of money, but it kind of got claimed really on that week right there. But my new water makes me burp like crazy. Hopefully it's a good sign. But yeah, you know the rules. I like to put the Fibonacci right on that. And there you go. Look, even on a 1 hour chart, see the Fibonacci. Look, then wick retracement right there. Got taken out. So again, one confirmation that might reverse. There is a probability now, unless they are trying to close out, break even out all trades. Basically, what happens is like we got to think, right? They, put a massive amount of sells, right, instantly, right? Then when they get to a certain target, from previous trades and previous candles, maybe like even this candle, they then put a massive amount of buys. Okay, so then their sales that they already had, right, haven't been closed out, and then they will have them still open. So they'll be in their sales in a massive drawdown. Sooner or later, they'll have to then close the markets down again. They would have to put more sales on. Then when the sales happen, then they try to break it even on the trades they've done previously. Floating negative profit. Negative drawdown. That's how the banks trade their capital. And if you think about it, there's a lot. It's not just one big bank doing it. Several banks doing it at the same time. Whilst we wait, ladies and gents, let me know if there are any questions as well. We're trying to keep the streams as entertaining as we can. Because it's not the easiest job when we have no trades coming in, waiting for the market to do its thing. To then basically go ahead and just talk. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me know. Still waiting for another trade to come to us. We don't chase, we attract. Let's look here. Pretty much simple. I mean, if we're gonna get an impossible move to the upside, we'll make sells, and if the market moves down to the downside, buys. Again, looking at the market itself and the market structure, obviously buys again are more favorable because we've had an up of the market for and obviously Wednesday we had the market reversal back down, then we did sort of retrace back down Thursday. Question is, what is the market? That is the one right now. Thing is, if we are looking now to create a lower low, right, then we've got the targets. We're going to be ready. Market, we anticipate obviously to get in there. Sell. Other than that, might be looking to reverse back up, increase the price. Because again, that's like a ending panel happening right now, and what we look for is breakouts outside. Was in the buy zone. So many trading accounts, trying to figure out which one's which. Oh, I'm seeing GTA 6 advertisement. Can't wait for GTA 6. Mate, it's like, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I will actually stream for about a month. Or probably trade. Honestly, like, I said this when back in the day, last year, when I was working. I said, you know what? Like, one of my other goals to literally trade, make shitloads of money, so then I can literally have a month off. Just absolute. All I'm gonna do is just play GT. You know, it's like a little, like, my teenage mindset. Back in it, like my old mindset is like really, you know, happy with that fantasy of playing again. Weird, but I can do it. Do it, man. look at other trades. Right now, have a trade or Nelson Joe, yeah, absolutely, bro. 100%. I couldn't agree more. That's the thing now. Like, you know, the truth of the matter is that there is a lot of groups out there, right? But what group actually has results? That's what you gotta look at, and it's not a quick like a result for a day or two. Which group out there trades every single has results every single day? Rarely do we have a day side of the group. So the track record's there. Oh, I mean, so far, I can remember out of the last 12 months, because I've been with this group now 12 months, literally a year ago today, April, I think it was just before, April 2nd, 3rd, I think, that's when I officially joined the gold standard group, right? And a year later, honestly, I can only remember one day out of how many days now I've been trading with these lot, that we had an official losing day, that the market actually was, I mean, the market was crazy. It was just, I think that was like just when something was happening in the economy. I can't remember. I can't remember. I think it was like the start of war, in Iran and stuff. But I'm pretty sure. Oh, let me tell you this when it was. Actually, it was before that. It was when Venezuela, or I'm pretty sure it was Venezuela, when they basically captured the president country. I remember. I think it was one of them days. The market moved absolutely crazy, and that's the only day I can remember that we had a losing day, because the market was just so unpredictable. We were on thousands of pips with it literally like 10, 20 minutes. So, yeah, it was actually crazy. Crazy the way it was moving. Look at this, ladies and gents. Still had another, I'm waiting. You know what? I'm actually got my finger ready right now. Trade. Because look, this now has joined another solid zone. Right? Solid zone. So we do have a set. Like I said, I had a feeling. And the feeling worked. Gonna see what one works. Again, this is me following the scalper group we also have. So what you want, basically, like lay as many trades for the zone. The lot size is lot size is small. As soon as you get into profit, boom, you close all trades down. You don't really hang about with this. And the stop loss is quite small. Might be a zone fed. I mean, might be. Let me speak some positivity. We just entered off this. Stop loss is 95, 95.5. Positions are cool down, but it's fine. Second trade. Again, I don't normally take the scalping trades, because again, you gotta just honestly scalp out a lot of trades out. But it's like that's our stop loss right there. And then obviously again, we are literally looking to buy this down to get some profit bulk operation goes out on profit. With the gold scalping group, we look to literally have always negative risk to reward, but we look literally for markets trade. So I'm actually 4 trades in now. My risk is 50 pips, about 200 pips so far. It's about to take me out. It might take me there, so yep, that's fine. It is what it is. Again, I don't normally take the gold scalping trades because you got to be a higher volume of trades throughout the day. So it's a bit shit. I got to be impatient. Done him, but is what that was quite an impulsive trade. But again, that one. Did fail indeed. Let's just recenter ourselves right now. Yes, brother. Yeah, so we are doing live education and trade. So right now I normally obviously take trades out of our gold standard group, but I decided to take a trade from the gold scalping group. And literally before that, we had target 1 hit on the previous trade, target 2 on the previous zone. Yeah, like a lot of entries so far went into profit. But the one I decided to take is bloody zone fat. But it is what it is. At least we started the day on a positive, and obviously got 1 win. So count that SL hits. I'm glad I recentered. So he put another sell zone. So not gonna lie, I have to load up now. And to be fair, both groups actually. Both groups actually. Let me take this out. Mark this out. So far, we're running in profit. Managed to enter 2 trades. So we entered at 9. Pretty smart. Again, we are looking to prolong some of the positions, maybe. So we're looking to go back down. Again, this is from our gold standard group, so these trades a bit accurate. Less like entry after end. This is the actual move. See? Nice drop coming back down. I think TP1 is 93. TP1 now. Worst trade. 3. Worst trade. I just want to take that 1. Second run it. Round 3, which is pips. Our other position, buy that down at 8. Oh my god. So used to basically sliding up on MT5. I had to just manually put in because I've got 2 entries of position. So yeah. TP1 is about 8 pips away. Look, let's wait. Let's wait. Five pips away. So TP1 just hit, ladies and gentlemen. One's hit. Lovely. This is the no, I should have waited literally an extra 5 minutes and I would have just rushed this trade out. But hey ho, is what it is. So as you know the rules with what we do, obviously, you know, our stop loss 100 pips. Now we reduce it to 50. Okay, so that 50 mark will be round. Right, the way the market moves. I want to reduce the risk totally now. About 90. At 91. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. So our risk now has been really reduced, 97.5. Again, now we gotta stick to our guns. Make sure that we do it correctly. Just judging by the market structure. Again, I don't know how far this actually go really. And of course we have that 89 is our TP3, and that happens to be zone. So we know that the market wants to come down in high probability that it will come down 9. We just gotta hold fire, hold tight. But we came back down on the 5 minute to around the mark of the 91.2. Now having a little bit of again, if we go up, so be it. If it spikes me out in a reduced stop loss, I'm only risking 30 pips instead of 100. Well, sorry, I was actually originally risking 200 pips. But now it's the first trade got reduced. That we took 30 pips from that trade, and then now we're risking 30. So basically, this is like a get this up. Look, so I'll be able to be comfortable watching the trade. Let me know, ladies and gents, who took the trade. Let me know. Hour in right now on the stream, ladies and gents. Hour in. So far, 3 trades, 2 wins, 1 loss. Again, me being me, I think I'm more pissed off at myself that I was impatient, decided to follow our other group. Don't get me wrong, our other group, more for experienced traders, is great, but I happened to take the zone that failed. That cost me, I put 4 trades on. Obviously, there's a smaller stop loss there, about 50, 100. Yeah, I'm kind of pissed off myself. So today, that is the lesson. Be patient. Stop fucking chasing the market. I was getting impatient because I was sitting there for about 35 minutes, 40 minutes, about a single trade coming out. I decided to take out a trade from another group that we have that don't happen to fail. I've lost out on the first profits of the first trade I've done, plus some more. And now obviously we're in a good trade. So again, I could have stayed patient. Why I didn't do it, I don't know. Got greedy. So again, we're gonna get back to like. Got wait out right now. Wait it out. Hold tight. Yeah. But that's me being me, you know. Like I have to critique myself all the time, ladies. I have to. Like I do have like a very tough love relationship with myself. I'll be honest. Tough love relationship with myself, because honestly, if I'm too soft to myself, I tend to forget my lessons. Bad. Don't want that. So far, trade is running around 40 pips in profit for us. From 2 trades, so that's 80 pips in total. We're basically, from the previous trade, we're already close it here. We're already at the break-even point from the last trade, so we've got no choice but to wait now because it's worth waiting. Yeah, so our next TPs are at 65 pips. So that needs to drop for us in a nice 65 pips. And then see how far this drops. So we have a probability. Again, if I'm looking at the market right now, we are 91, obviously 89 is our second T, which is the group's TP3, but that's for me, that's my second trade. Exit, so that will be my TP personally. And then obviously wait to see what happens. Oh wait, let's have a look at some prices of cryptos as well, because obviously we like to invest money personally. Again, it's not financial advice, it's for education only, but I personally like to invest in, like, you know, so loading for us. I think I need to reset my super fast internet, but sometimes the router old. So this is what we do sometimes as well when the market's doing what it needs to do. Obviously back at 90 so far. Gonna wait for it to spike us out. Doesn't really matter. The spike out will be at a minimal loss, because we kind of reduced a lot of the risk of this. 3 trades in originally. We had literally what, around 200 plus pip risk. Then as the market moved out to our TP1, we reduced that worst trade, which was 100 pips. So it was risking 100 pips, and then when we hit TP1, I decided to reduce the stop loss from where we was at down to 30 pips. Went from 200 plus 100 to 30 pip stop loss. See how when the market then moves in our favor, I reduce my risk, but I still let the trades run. Because the thing is, the truth of the matter is, we let trades that are in negative run, right? And we stay patient with the trades that are in drawdown. Eventually they might hit, SL. So why don't we do the same thing when the market's in profit? Again, don't get me wrong, obviously, our PP sometimes are way bigger than our SLs. Why they have less probability of actually hitting. But the main thing you have to do is patient with the process. Because for me right now, if we get taken out, there is no point on taking out this trade at, well, it was at the break-even point from the last loss that we had. So the probability of me taking it out, next one happens to be one SL that we take. So then there's no point of me taking out that trade early. Then this trade could be the one that makes me the most profit. And if I, let's say, take a stop loss on the next trade, least I'm only taking away from a profit and not actually going into more of a negative. If that makes sense. So yeah, you gotta be like, again, it's all about like a good job. The trade is starting to build back up. We are almost at my break-even point, and then also my stop loss is 7.5. So we are going to see now. We're going to quickly stick on a 1 minute chart, see what's going on. Works, sometimes it doesn't. Trading is all about guesswork, but it's about guesswork, but it's also about just sticking to the rules. Because sometimes, again, when the market comes up like this, a lot of people panic. You know, they take out their trades at minimal. But sometimes, don't get me wrong, sometimes it is, you know, the market does reverse. Because again, like, see here, like this is a little bit of like a reversal pattern. We are literally about 20 pips away from stop loss. So we wait, see what it does. But TP1 was hit in this trade, so again, this was a winning trade overall. But if we do take the out, if we get taken out at that 30 pip stop loss, then pretty much I've only really lost 30 pips instead of 200 plus. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, Friday is just the days. I don't normally like to trade Fridays. Friday's a very funny day to trade. I don't know if anyone else thinks, but yeah, Friday the market just way different. And like towards the end of the session, like the market on Fridays normally buys to take the price, or catches out as many buyers. All the buyers and sellers, they're basically more, you know, likely to hold the trades throughout, throughout the week. It looks like we might get spiked out on this one, ladies and gents. The market formation for me didn't appear as I wanted it to, so I'm happy I got taken out at risk of 30 pips rather than 400 plus. So obviously we hit that TP1. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens. Yeah, waiting for the market to do its thing. Oh, again, hungry and frustrated. Oh yeah, there's no stress. Oh. Okay. I'd stay away. What you mean, alcoholic or non? Yeah, no. I normally jump off, but to be fair, because I stream now on YouTube, it basically, when I stop the session or pause it, it then comes back as a new video, a new session. So I just try to basically, you know, come in and really, you know, the market itself. But like I said, I did think it would be a you know, a pattern reversal here, ladies and gents. And it was. Don't get me wrong, this trade still went to TP1. We took out the trade at TP1, lost the trade at 30 pips. Previously as well, we had a 60 pip loss, and obviously before that we had a 110 pip win at TP5. Again, these things do happen on Friday quite often, but again, me being me, you know, it's good that it's Friday today and we've got the weekend off. But honestly, the weekend, I do F all. I just absolutely let my mind refresh, regain, recompose myself about everything. Oh, just in my life, we have a good time, relax, you know, go gym and all that stuff. Then when it goes to, you know, basically Monday, I just feel fresh. And again, I don't trade market open. Most people are obsessed, you know, trading market open on Sunday night. But again, it's just gambling. Now, I've done it once, made some good money, and I was like, you know what? That's me it. I don't want to do it again. It's too stressful. And also sometimes, especially if you hold trades Friday weekends, you know, depending on what broker you're with, you know, the markets might open at, let's say, 10:02, right, or 9:02, whatever, and then you might not be able to take out the trade for another, you know, 3 to 4 minutes. But the market is slowly opening up, and it's quite funny. I feel like I'm about to do a free rap. Good question, John. My withdrawals are actually. When did you withdraw and what method did you? So I always say, anyone who's an advantage, plus, make sure when you withdraw, always through crypto, right? Every crypto withdrawal is quick. But obviously, if you deposited money with your bank originally, with Vantage, you have to take out the original amount. Okay, original amount you have to take out to your bank, and then it enables you crypto and deposit. Okay, so yeah, you don't have to really like, yeah, with bank it may take up 3 to 5 days. With crypto, I done a withdrawal this morning. It took about 6 minutes. It was very quick. I've done, honestly, like, if I count, about 69, 70 withdrawals so far from Vantage, all for crypto, and again, none of them have taken longer than. But you know what, ladies and gents, look at this market now. So we're traced back up to. Reacted up to that start of the fair value gap and rejected that fair value gap. Drop down for us. $50 pips raised from there. Okay, interesting. Cool. We'll wait for the next one. Technically, even for the original signal, SL was still 04, really. If I get another pump into there, maybe another infill, may take another sell to be. 04 was up there. Obviously, what that little fair value gap. Even like if you look at that little fair value gap on the 15-minute chart, it pretty much covered 50% of that fair. Trace back off that, so then we see the whole fair value gap gets done. Again, so, but again, I suppose the move has been done already for that retracement. So we're just going to hold fire. We're going to hold fire. I'm going to just jump back in blindly just because we feel like to. So, yeah. Wait. A little bit of consolidation forming on the 1 minute chart there. A little bit of it in this now happening. But again, we broke out that 4 hour zone, came back down perfectly into another 4 hour zone, retraced back off that. Fighting against that 1 hour, 4 hours. Oh. We are going to head off soon, ladies and gents. We're going to try and catch a few more trades before we do. And we'll see what happens. But, yeah, I'm definitely starving. Time for some breakfast. Obviously, take my vitamins, rehydrate. Connor. How we doing, my bro? Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Waiting for the next bid. Praise didn't spike me out because of the stop loss. Should be happy about it, but I am. Been at 1 a night. About 4 profit of that trade now. I was enjoying. I had 4 trades, ladies and gents, on this sell right there, and I didn't have a stop loss, so I just put one stop loss at 0.1. Basically, this is how my trade. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could have layered higher. I mean, that would have been crazy profit right now, but you know, 4,800, lovely, good stuff. Entry. Yeah, I mean that trade. Yes, I'm just gonna. Yeah, rookie mistake as well. I had like 4 trades. I'm used to trades per zone, per signal. And I just forgot about to put the stop. But I did reduce risk. Didn't to take extra risk. I guess I could have avoided loss, but happy I reduced. My original stop loss was about 200 pips plus. Then I reduced it to 100 and then to 30. So again, do that more times than not. Constant. Okay. So our TP91 group, and then you have 89. Our trade is actually TP3 is our TP for this, which for my entry will give us 66 pips. But we have lost our 3 trades at 30 pips. Pips we lost. If even this goes to our TP, we are technically at a loss of about 40 pips. Again, just by luck. We're not. But yeah, it's odd because we strangely came very close to being Asia high. Yes, there will be another attempt. We have gotten out of our do it, test it, and then also the individuals on my streams on Kick and on. Hear me loud and clear, by the way, yeah, because I've turned up the music on my actual desktop, so that interrupts a bit of microphone. Back at 92.5. Oh, you're looking. Oh, that's why. back to entry now. Market perfectly created a support zone, right? At the level 93. We're just going to wait now. We're rising up to 97. Okay. See, old one down. I did take another cheat. And if we go up higher, I might another cheat. And I'm just adding like pips to this. In addition, have now, you know, trust better. Happy day. Kind of layering from that zone as well. Now, best entry has 98 point. Right there. Great. Personally, I pressed one sell and then 01. Now in. Anticipate. Big drop now. Come on, baby. Let's get it. Our worst entry at plus 5 pips. I'd reduce both risk because profit there, so I'm not greedy. But yeah, we're looking at the market now. out of this one. Yeah, we're still playing about with this 4-hour port, you know. I'm still respecting it. Again, we don't want to see this pattern, right? Because now the market is playing about certain zones. But I guess we wait. Let's stay neutral to the market. If it goes up, it goes up. Foxes out at minus. My worst trade is 48 pips. Best trade is 37 pips. So it's not bad risk, to be fair, risk to reward, because our worst trade is 48 to gain 72. Our better trade is 37 risk to gain 80. But the risk to reward again on this trade particular is positive. Yep, don't like seeing this. Don't like seeing this one bit. I don't like to see the market like that. To be fair, again, it's Friday, isn't it? Like markets. How should I say it? Like they don't move the normal wave patterns that they produce. Right, let's just take our lives or something. Let's do what we did the other day. We looked at cars and all radar. Only thing I can think of. Sides. As we look at the K-terms yesterday, ladies and gents. Other car I looked at as well, right? So basically what I'm looking for in the next few weeks, months, depending when I make a decision really, is right. I want to buy a weekend. Oh, I looked at is I looked at, ladies and gentlemen, at Ford. Okay, let's look at these beauties. I can actually get a Ford Mustang. We go low to high, yeah. So I can pick up a Mustang for 20 grand, between 20 and 30 grand. Like, got 4 different ones. What is it? Watford, Enfield, Broadstairs, and then I've got one in Kettering. Right? Don't get me wrong, they're very basic ones, but I want to put a bit more money in. One I found was this one, 39 grand. Absolutely love just the look of it. Don't know what it is. It reminds me. Who remembers the game Driver? Right, Driver from PS1. Reminds me of that. The hoods. Look at it. Absolute beauty. Look at that. It looks like it's been nicely restored. It's been upkept pretty well. You know, the only thing is sucks. I believe it's automatic. Look at that. It's been fully restored and yeah, what a beauty. Look at that. 40 grand, not bad. It's for a car that's older than my dad's. You know what I mean? It's actually not bad. But that, yeah, I want a weekend car, you know, and literally all I'm gonna play, I'm gonna be in this car, and all I'm gonna do is play low rider. Who knows the song from Gone in 60 Seconds? No? There's the tune. And then, but don't get me wrong, these cars, right? Like, if I'm willing to spend 40 grand, I could double up for 80 grand. I saw this one. Actually, no, sorry, this is 50. What's the cheapest Eleanor? No, 105k. Like, hey, I can buy a really nice house in Dominate. We can get the real tributes replica, low mileage, fully restored, right, for 350, like 30 grand more. Crazy, innit? Look at this one though. This is a brand new print, everything fully restored. Crazy, innit? By the way, we're still in the trade. It's still playing the back. Basically, trade's done. We're gonna look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Right-hand drive as well. But the only thing I don't like the tablet in there. For 350 grand to have a digital dash, like digital center console, is shocking. Why would you do that? I'm not gonna lie. The whole point of buying such an old car to have all the characteristics, right? I'm not gonna lie. That's actually ruined the whole car. It doesn't really have. It does a tribute for 350 grand. Not gonna lie, it's not really a tribute. It doesn't really have a lot of the same things as the other one. Let's have a look at the other. There's only like one closest looking Eleanor. This one has a half the price. Why does this car look AI generated? Definitely. Let's see. I want to see the inside more. Okay, there we go. See, that's looking a bit better. A little bit better. Definitely. Like this one more. And it's way cheaper. I like what happened. Sort of Eleanor actually had that. That's it. See the. Okay. Got the button on there, go baby. Yeah, see that's that. I like that. I like that. Really nice. Alright, this is way cheaper. Yeah, there's something about the GT500 that's just absolute stunning. Believe it. Is this 1, 2, 3? Yeah, the like GT390s doesn't fit. It has to be a GT500. And there's not. There's only like 3. I know we've got really off topic here, but we're just waiting for the trade. Do what the trade needs to do right now. At the moment, we're just kind of playing about, really, really respecting going 1 minute chart. Let's do our box as we always do. Magical box. It's a reputation. When I go up, left. Another entry there. Because that's risk. So we broke out, didn't close. Look, 5-minute breakage off this zone right now. Let me know, ladies and gents, as well. What's your like dream weekend car? Because like I said, I've got my eyes on the. Never really liked the Mustang Boss. Why? They looked a little bit weird. They look like cross-eyed. Okay? Like there's always that guy in the gym that talks to you. Eyes really close together. But mate, how it looks nice. It does look nice, but wouldn't spend the money. It's way different, steering wheel, much newer thing. This is like back into profit on all entries. Come on, gold, drop for us. Go on then, baby. 1970. Obviously, the age we're looking for is 1967. Is the youngest to go for. Like these 1967s. That's 1968. That's too. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of the cars we're looking for. Also, let's have a look at some maybe. Old market right now. Let's go back in the zone. So as we can see now, ladies and gents, we are slowly getting back into that zone. Of course, I might pick out my other worst entry. Out. Really good positions up at the 9. Yeah, Mustangs are stunning, isn't they? Honestly, like, not gonna lie, I wouldn't like to spend at the moment and £45,000 on an old weak car that I'm not used that much. Or it's more of a collectible item as well. This is the car they sort of winter times is locked away, look after it, polish it up, and then summertime you just drive it maybe. But then again, I'll be the one person. I'd drive it every day, man. I'll be real. I would literally drive it every day. That type of person. Again, we bloody found a solid arse port at that level. And look, that's the 4-hour. But if we go to this level, ladies and gents, look. Well, we keep bouncing it off. Look, that's the 4-hour zone here that we put up. See? It keeps bouncing like gold. Breaking. Go down for us. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like that. And again, we want to this market's coming out to 89. And that'll be fantastic for us. Want this to. I'll give us nice profits plus make up for the last trade. But yeah, let's get back into the cars. Could get an old Porsche as well, I suppose. Not that old. Do you think the first edition of Porsches look like Beetles? Ow, 100 brands. Come on, girl. Give us a nice drop. Let's break out of that zone. Let's break it. Come on. Obviously, we're looking for the 5-minute breakage. That's obviously, most of the time, is what gives us the best confirmations, if I may. Like, you know, this was a break here, but it didn't like it. Get another break. Done it again. It broke out their zone in 1 minute. It was like, come on. You can do it, Gold. Believe in you. Set it up to 70. Yeah, I want to buy an old car. Give me some suggestions on old cars. Have a bets. Stingray. That is 35 grand. 1,000 miles. I'm not gonna lie. That is also a car could like if this car was in a movie back in the day, like a very famous one, or even a new movie rated. These price. Oh, Gold, we're not back up. 6 like that. 3 pictures. How long this is. Bonus. Or from another country. It is. One Corvette we got. I do like that. Old Ferraris. Not really a Ferrari guy. Star, Vauxhall, VW, Toyotas. What's it? Old Jag. What? Oh yeah, quarters Tom said it. Like, guys know. Partly. Other film. Okay, I'll. Chevrolet. Have a look. What's the cheapest car? It's 100. Here we go. We're dropping. 5 minutes. Had a break it. 5 minute count. Fact, I might. Go ahead and force anything. So it's out. Another trade. The other 2 trades, ladies. At risk. Stop losses now are 4. Again, back. Risk. So. Great. Again, write it down. At 92, back again. Did have at 80 left. There we go. DP2 for me hit, ladies and gents. I just took it out about 10 pips. 10 pips below, ladies and gents. Oh, again, a little bit of a patience game with this trade. So now we're gonna totally put that other trade at risk free, ladies and gents. So again, and we're just riding that one down. T5 is 83. My actual 80. That's my T5, my trade. Oh, again, we just. This is the oldest one we can total price year. What is 1960, 70? Look at to 980s, 5. Oh, an eye. That is also quite stuck. I like that. How about that, ladies and gents? Pretty cool. I could come borrow. Pop-up lights on it. Off the Happy Friday, ladies and gents. We're almost done with trading. We're letting the last trade run. It's been done well. And again, like I said, ladies and gents, see, every time we get into a consolidation mode, now this is what I wait for. Wait for that breakage off the zone. That's what normally dictates where the market's going to go. Right? If we had this to the upside, like we're going to add it to the downside, right now I have one trade, last trade running at risk free. collected a good amount of pips from this trade so far. We're just waiting now for that 82. That's my last TP for this trade. 160 pips. $122,000 o'clock. 32,000. I can't believe this is only 40. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Pass up Park Exchange. Wide. 79. Oh, I do like that as well. Like this as well. I have to literally go ahead and hard not to call the person so come view it. Cars and apparently only 38,000 miles in all. 340 brake horsepower. Cars is probably about 5.7. But that must be. I wonder with the fuel consumption. Hey, will it? What the? Still on this trade, ladies and gents. Doing this thing here. You can see. Yeah. Well, old Bentley don't really tickle my tickle. Lot of merch. Oh man. 12 grand. That'd be. Ah, this is old as hell. Ah, eh? All the ladies back in the. But again, it's not. Oh, is it? More of a. I'm 65 years old and I play golf time. Oh, I know this. This is Mark's Connect. And that's his car. Sale. This is a boss car. Absolutely. In what's happening. Yeah. I put this now a little bit in profit for us, so it goes down with tips. I'll put my now trade out totally risk free. My SL at a moment. Well, 50 pips, that was my profit if it goes worst case. Yeah, a little bit, market's a little bit slower than usual today. So again, it's crazy when there's no news. It's like almost like volatile. Right, let's take a look at old Ferraris. What's the cheapest we can old Ferrari? The Ferrari 308. Honestly, I think ain't that one being voted the worst Ferrari ever created? Thought it was on Top Gear. No? I like that, the 330. I like that. Classic. What is it? We've had, look at this. On the 1 minute chart, look at the consolidation. That is such a rejection. Apologies if the stream seems a bit boring today, ladies and gents. I apologize again. I said right now we are live in the race. So everyone on TikTok, make sure you're plugging in our pick charts and actually. Right now, I'm just looking at cars, waiting for the market to do what the market needs to do. Looking at our old weekend car because I want an old weekend car for weekends. Oh. Something about bad one. Oh, it looks like it's been fully restored up to scratch. 6.6 litre. Done 6 miles. That was after that's a good car to have. That 70. Program. Sab. What is Sab done old car that? Oh my. Remember the Sab 900. Triumph. Oh, of course. Elegant. So market is at 47.90, ladies and gents. Still in a sell. We're still in a sell. We're still holding it out. Last trade now that we are in. Obviously, we want to write this down to the 80 mark. So we've got another 80 pips to go. Our TP. We're gonna patiently wait. Okay. Patiently wait for it to happen. Of course, as soon as we're around 100 pips in profit, Now we will lower the lot size. Shelby. Oh, this is the car. And this would be a dream of mine. Having this Shelby Cobra. What a car. 900 grand. Wow, these cars have gone up. Used to be $500,000. The only one. Crazily. So we are officially started community. Yes, Golden Trenches, how we doing, brother? Hope you're well. On the last trade right now, just looking at a weekend car. Weekend. Old muscle car. Yeah. Right now we're just we're pretty much on the last trade right now. We've been on this trade for the last God knows how. We've been in this trade, kid you not, about an hour and 20 minutes almost. In a long time. I'm just here holding my last trade now at stop loss in profit. Oh, so yeah. Yeah, yeah, bro, definitely, man, 100%. But yeah, the Cobras, love with them. Yeah, I want an old muscle car, man. Kent. It's Friday today. Oh, getting knackered. So 89 right now. So literally TB3 on the horizon there, inside of the group. I have you, bro. Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, listen, bro. The profit's been good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've had almost a record day yesterday. Literally 100 quid off a record day yesterday. It's been a good day. It's been a good day. But so far, every day as well in the markets. Profitable Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today, if this last trade hits, it's again another profitable day, bro. Another profitable day. Oh, lovely. There you go. There you go. See? Good. Good. Don't lie though, it can't be a Ford Mustang, man. An old Mustang. I think that's what I'm gonna look for. Ford Cortina. I'm not gonna lie, these are actually good little motors, dude. Look at that. Oh, yeah, this trade right now, ladies and gents. 80 pips away from TP. Holding it out right now. So waiting for it to do what it needs to do. So the cheapest Mustang I can get is 20 grand. Oh, this one, the orange one. Not gonna lie, ladies and gents, out of all the Mustangs I've seen in the budget that I've seen so far, would be between two different Mustangs, right? One's 40 grand, the other one's 50 grand. So this one's the 66, lovely V8, right? This one again, beautiful. left and drive. But the only thing is, it's manual. On sorry, it's automatic. On a manual. I drive an automatic. What you been doing, bro? You don't work anymore, man. What you been doing? Running on 2 hours sleep. I honestly, I've taken like a whole life change. I'm on light right now, bro. Like you know when you think you're gonna quit your job and live like a teenager, we go to bed whenever you want, wake up whenever you. I said, you know what? I said, F that. Fair. Lose your momentum, you lose. And oh, now I'm in bed. Last night I was in bed by like 10. Bed early, good sleep. Wake up up about 7 o'clock. Get to do my trading. Diet has changed. All I eat now is whole foods. Here and now have a little. Of course. But look after yourself, bro. Having them late night. Or have an early bedtime. Yeah, man, you gotta do that school. Like, what a blessing that you can do it now without any hesitation. Calling your boss saying, no, I got sorry, bro. No, that's in the past. You got 3 Mustangs here. Yeah, and I think this one's the best Mustang. Redditch. Yeah, bro, it's a nice feeling, isn't it? Nice feeling. Waking up early and then getting to it. So this Mustang, ladies and gents, it is 68 Mustang, 27,000 miles on the clock. 2 previous owners. But this one, 40 grand. So I'm gonna have to look. F-150 76, 50 grand, 7-litre engine. Jesus. Yeah, TB3 is hit, ladies and gents, as well on the group. We're running in some nice profits, of course. We're about almost 100 pips. We're going to down our stop loss a little bit more in profit now to about 34 pips in profit. This one looks weird. 37 grand. Proper wig. Don't really. Back in is. Interior is lovely. But just front, man. Ruins the. I think it's between the Mustang and a Caterham. I've made a decision. You know what I mean, ladies and gents? Literally between that and that. But then if I get a Caterham, it has to be a 2-litre engine. You know, they're the big boys. So yeah, so I suppose, yeah, my budget is about 40-50 grand for the weekend car. And it's between the Caterham R500, right? Or a Mustang. So I could have both. So I could literally just buy one, have it for a while, good use out of it. This one's done 2010, 33,000 miles. Quite a lot for Caterham. Caterhams are not long distance cars. It's the most simplest. Right, ladies and gents, we've been on the stream for 2 hours and 10 minutes right now. We are going to go ahead and finish up here. I am absolutely starving. It's 11:11, so make a wish. But this market, we're still going to be in it. We're going to ride this down to our 82 mark. We're just now trading our stop loss. So if we do get, the market, which will basically go ahead and reverse, at least we've won. Regardless. Now, pretty good day overall. I think just rephrasing of myself. I think my impatience today, my impatience of going and taking more trades than I should have, has kind of ruined my flow of my session today with my trades. Trades have been banging today. I'm not gonna lie, not a single loss today on our gold standard group. One that we already take. So the first trade we've done on a TB5, second trade at TB3, and still going. So I should have literally just kept to that. Would have been an absolute unreal profit, but because of the previous trade I've done, the loss on, I then now rebuilding back up what I've lost today. So, but this trade is going nicely into profit for us, ladies and gents. I mean, we are now at basically 110 pips in profit. So this is now a trade where, the 82 is literally just a tiny 50 pips away. And we're going to do 163 pips on this trade. So now this trade will get us back into nice profit. So we're just going to wait, let it marinate. So ladies and gents, get my words out. This is it for today. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. We are out. And yeah, we're going to be back from Monday, 9 o'clock sharp on the dot, back to trading. So let's just have this weekend. Let's just, marinate. Let's just reset up.